making use of the solar. And then in Nagaland context, I have to say, so we have lots of outskirt areas where we can implement the solar panels or energy. So, and this can be related to the Himato context. There are a lot of speeding areas.
But have you tried to implement it?
No, it's just a prototype as of now. We haven't actually made it because we are also limited in resources as well as a student. And then we can implement this in Kohima context because of the intersection of lots of the roads and all. So that is one overflow of the project as of now.
Good, thank you.
Together and unfold the wonders of his creation. On this auspicious day, with a heart full of gratitude to God, I wholeheartedly welcome our Principal Secretary, SHRI Himato Zhimomi. Sir is a very busy person. He is taking care of other departments also, shouldering a greater responsibilities in the government. However, he has been wholeheartedly hand-holding this department since he take the department as the administrative head of department. Sir, I take this privilege to welcome you to our program, which in fact is your own brainchild. On this auspicious occasion of the state-level celebration of National Science Day, I also wholeheartedly welcome the administrative head of department, their representative, the head of departments, their representative, the state-level committee, the technical expert committee, the Nagaland Board of School Education, the awardees for Science and Technology 2025 in various categories, Outstanding Achievement awardees, Young Scientist awardee, the Girl Child awardee, along with their family members. I warmly welcome every one of you on this auspicious day. I also take the privilege to welcome our special invitees, officials from various departments, media and press fraternity, well-wishers, friends, S&T innovators, lovers, science lovers, and my dear students to this auspicious day. I wish and pray that we'll have a fruitful time, and with this few notes, I once again welcome you to the state-level celebration of National Science Day 2026 under the theme Women in Science, Catalysing Viksit Bharat. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for the welcome address. Ladies and gentlemen, we are privileged to celebrate this event under the able leadership and guidance of SHRI Himato Zhimomi, a senior IFS officer and Principal Secretary to the Government of Nagaland Science and Technology Department. He is well known for promoting AI in governance, rural development, and cultural unity. The time is now given to Sir Himato Zhimomi to bring forward the keynote address.
Good morning to everybody.
Good morning.
Gloria in excelsis Deo. I think you all know what that means. Respected Director of Science and Technology and staff, very able staff working under her. From my own department, officials who are from the other departments, particularly line departments, awardees, very, very important awardees who are here to accept small tokens of appreciation for your efforts thus far. Students, I see a lot of young students who are gathered here. I'm absolutely delighted to see so many of you here. It's wonderful. parents who have accompanied their students, the children, thank you very much. Your support, our support as elders, as parents is crucial for development of science in young minds. And I think media who are gathered here, very, very important. We welcome you to catalyzing science takes everybody's efforts, and no doubt media is very, very important to take this very far and wide. Now, let me begin by, first of all, wishing all of you a wonderful National Science Day. And I'm very, very happy also to grace this occasion, this being the first ever recognition by the state government of pioneers in science and technology. We are very grateful to Honorable Chief Minister for supporting this mission. As mentioned earlier, this began last year, and we believe that in the years to come, in the decades to come, this will be a crucible for science and technology, which will truly catalyze our country towards Viksit Bharat. Now, if you see what's happening in our state and in the world everywhere that we are around here, everybody seems to be struggling for something or the other. There is a struggle for something or the other. Of course, we can broadly mention various categories, but I want to mention that we are all struggling for limited resources. We are all struggling for limited resources, whatever it may be. Now, in the world today also, I'm sure all of you young minds and like-minded are aware that there is imminent threat of war looming in the world today. And you know very well that the United States has rallied its arms against Iran. And if you actually see what that war is all about, it is about science and technology. It's about nuclear weapons. Nuclear weapons are a result of science and technology. If you look at our state here, we have over 70,000 unemployed youths. 70,000. We have hundreds of graduates every year from Nagaland. If you look at the statistics and find out who they are, 90% are arts students. Now there's a correlation. I can guarantee you that every single person who graduates from a science stream will never be unemployed in the decades to come. I can guarantee you this. Parents who are here, including my own self, take a commitment to make sure that your children, your wards, my children, my wards, will take on science. In the school, and definitely in college and the postgraduate thereafter too. It's very important for us to understand this, that science has to be the fundamental basis of Naga society. Yes, it's very good. Nagas love to sing and we love to dance and we have a very strong culture. But that can only take us that far. The identity can only take us that far. For your base, for your mode of production, for our mode of production, for Nagaland's foundation, we need science graduates, whether engineers, doctors, technicians, whatever it may be. I can give you in writing, if you young children get through the science stream, you will never be unemployed. Whereas, I don't want to disparage against art students because I too am an art student. But if you go for arts, yes, I'm not saying that you'll be unemployed, but it's just 1% of you might make it in some competitive exams or the other. Whereas the 99% of the art students are going to have a lifestyle which is below that of a plumber or an electrician. Somebody who is even uneducated. just class 10 pass. So keep your options very, very clear. See where we are headed to. And our state is going to take that direction. And this needs a concerted effort. Parents and young children and students and teachers, every single one, to direct our entire energy towards the science stream. There is absolutely no way out. Today, China, as you know, is leading us in science and technology. That's because they've invested in science and technology. I remember 2 years back, Beijing University, prestigious university in China, there was not a single taker for history in the undergraduate course. Can you believe it? In 1.4 billion people, not a single taker of history in Beijing University. Whereas our universities are flooded with arts students. Where are you headed? You're headed towards unemployment. We're headed towards unemployment. A disaster, unusable, unemployable, unskillable. Complete change of direction is what our state requires. And this very foundation, that's why you will realize right now why this first ever State and Technology Awards have been instituted. This is to encourage every single person here, those who are present here and through the media fraternity, to every corner of our state, that we shall not lag behind anybody, that we shall put our best foot forward, that those who work here will be scientifically and technologically capable. Those we send out from our state for employment will also be shining in the field of science and technology, not in physical menial jobs. And I think you know what that means. I'll not get into that. America and China are leading economies of the world. We are in the 4th place or 5th place, and we want to get into a 5 trillion economy. We want to be developed by 2047, Viksit Bharat. Fantastic. But the government of India realizes that unless our science and technology is in the front, we're not going to get out there. And I'm so happy that this year's theme is Women in Science. And I see across this table here, across this hall here, I would say 80% are women. It's just absolutely wonderful. As father to daughters, I'm completely encouraged. And I'll also be taking back this message, in fact, to my own house, to my own home. Now, science and technology is very much related to Viksit Bharat, which I was just trying to mention. Developed countries like America and I would say even China, they're spending 2 to 4% of GDP into research and development. Whereas India is spending less than 1%. Now, where does that take us? It's a big food for thought. And what about Nagaland? Guess what? This is the first time we are having a Research and Development Award. And we are way behind other states. But it's never too late. Because luckily, technology, with technology, you can take a quantum leapfrog. You can take a quantum leapfrog. So with a small step, I do believe that our state will also take concrete steps with your help, with young minds who are here, concrete steps into Viksit Bharat, particularly women in catalyzing our state towards being equal partners with the rest of India. So, once again, I'm delighted to be here. Want to wish all of you the very best. I appreciate all of you who have come here. Most of all, we have not announced the awards yet, but I'm publicly, but I take this opportunity to congratulate all the awardees. Guess what? I wish I was also awarded when I was young like you, but I missed the bus. But I have this great honor, and I'm completely humbled to be able to present the awards which shall follow here right after my speech. Thank you very much. May God bless all of you.
The parents or the guardians accompanying Miss Sashimola, you may come up on stage for a photo op. subjects of science and mathematics. The award is backed by Ms. Sashimongla I. Longkumar. The award is conferred for the Girl Child Award under the Nagaland Science Mission, the most prestigious honor of the Government of Nagaland in Science and Technology. Congratulations, Ms. Sashimongla. May you keep soaring higher and continue to keep breaking barriers and inspiring the younger generations. She will take 2
teachers, honored guests, and my dear friends. Good morning to you all. I feel deeply honored and grateful to receive the Girl Child Award of 2025 on this special occasion of National Science Day. I sincerely thank the Department of Science and Technology, Government of Nagaland, and the Nagaland Science Mission for this recognition. Today's theme, Women in Science Catalysing Viksit Bharat, reminds us that women are not just participants in science, we are contributors, innovators, and leaders. This award is not only a personal achievement, it represents the encouragement given to every girl who dares to dream beyond limitations. I dedicate this honor to my parents and teachers, whose guidance and belief in me have been my greatest strength. Their support has taught me that gender should never define one's potential. Science has the power to transform lives and communities. As a young girl growing up in Nagaland, I believe that education and scientific thinking can help solve the challenges around us. Whether in health, environment, or technology, I promise to continue learning, exploring, and working hard so that I may contribute meaningfully to society. To all the girls present here today, believe in yourself, your ideas matter, your curiosity matters, and your dreams matter. Thank you once again for this great honor.
We have seen her, we have heard from her.
Dignitaries and friends. On this National Science Day celebration, we are not celebrating innovation only, but we are going to question it too. Our drama is not just a clash of characters. It is a modern invention versus ancient wisdom. Logic versus compassion. Technology versus life. When science forgets ethics, progress becomes peril. As you watch, ask yourself, should intelligence decide who live or should humanity? Thank you.
The machine seeing that, my child. The forest sweep, hit the dance, or join the god. Mama! Papa! This girl! So evil! Himato too. This emptiness is killing me. This emptiness is killing me. Isaliye. I hear it. The forest sobbing. The land mission hums like a funeral dirge. Last night, I held little Lava as she slept away. Her tiny hands, so cold. What have we done to deserve this? What have we done to deserve this? Sally! Abito! Oh, Mrs. Gupta, she's gone. Her eyes were wide, staring at something unseen, like death itself took her. Isali! Abito! Why are we dying? Tell me! It's not natural. The land did. The great technology. It's a lie. It's a curse. I can feel the spirit fading. I told you. No one listened to me. This marriage is doomed. We have to stop this, or I will break. I can't bear it, Abito. Then we fight. Dr. Golo must know. He has to save us, or we are all lost into this nightmare.
My children, the corporation gave us hope. The schools where my grandson learned to read, fields where we tested our life again. But now, there stalks us. There stalks us like a shadow. Should we stay or go away? Should we stay or go away? Should we stay or go away?
Stay! My wife, she's gone. My son struggled for air. This place is doomed. I can't watch my family die. We must live or we are dead.
No, it's our home, where Mama taught me how to sow seeds, where Papa loved to echo. The green technology can save us if we fix it. I won't abandon their memories. It's all I have left. But Isali, if the sickness fades, we'll have no home, no family. We investigate or we perish this earth.
And Dr. Kugul must uncover the truth. Our hope hangs by a fragile thread. Cut it, and we fall. Cut it, and we fall. Cut it, and we fall.
No, dear purifiers, are releasing a virus. The corporation, their plan is slaughter. My hands will this earth.
But Dr. Bodo, we swear to heal them. Why will they betray us? Betray them? Why?
Because I was blind, I have to face Vikramsha. This ends tonight. or the blood is on me. Vikram, I say it, the virus law. You're killing our Earth, my people, my sisters next. Why? Tell me why, you monster!
Dr. Cole, you cling to hope like a child. Without religion, men are hollow. Morals, ethics, fragile bears on by crimson fools. These people, a festering wound on this earth, consuming, rotting. Extermination is my master plan, going the way to forge a pristine home. What's 1,000 life inside? You tell me, what are they to me?
What are they to you? Your vision and stop.
What have you done?
You'll know now.
Silly fool. What? I can't breathe. What have you done? Please, save me, please. I beg you, please.
You say they should die, burden to this earth. If that's true, you should die too. Feel their suffering now.
No, I was wrong. Every life, every breath has a right to live. I see it now. My Holy, save me. Not for me, but for them.
Then leave the ground. Leave there alone. The personal faith, it was never to kill, but to awaken you. You all have that right.
I was a shadow, blinds to life world. Now I pour my soul to the people, hospitals to men, clean air to breathe. I will adorn with every heartbeat. I will adorn with every heartbeat.
The air is sweet again. We are alive. We are truly alive. Yes, it's alive. Our spirit is with us now. I can feel it.
Bring technology must dance with nature, not crush it. Becomes everything except us will rebuild together.
Let's sing to the forest.
of PM SHRI Government High School Secretary on stage to give away the citation and the cash awards to the winners of this project. This project will be the first facility in Nagaland to rear the Galleria melonima for pathogenicity and drug discovery studies. It will provide accessibility, training and collaboration for scientific community of Nagaland and beyond to conduct their research. The project is expected to identify indigenous microbial agents with potential to develop novel drugs. The second award goes to the project for optimizing Zoom agro ecosystem for better yield, sustainable production, soil health and rural livelihood security. A research grant of Rs 5 lakhs is hereby awarded to Dr. Samadangla Au, Associate Professor, Kohima Science College, Jotsama, as the principal investigator of this project. This project will provide a better understanding of the germplasm diversity of cash crops such as taro, rice bean and millets in Nagaland and determine the most effective intercropping pattern. The study will also bring out the impact of continuous cropping on soil health and suggest corrective and sustainable measures. It will also provide better understanding of weed ecology for future research on weed management in the Zoom system. The third project award for ictofaunal diversity and ecology study of selected rivers in the Nagalak district of Nagaland. A research grant of Rs 5 lakhs will be awarded to Dr. Lima Manan Pom, Assistant Professor, Department of Zoology, Sao Chang College, Tionsam, as the principal investigator of this project. This project will develop database of indigenous fish resource and aquatic ecology of the selected rivers in Nagalak district. It will envisage identification of rare, endangered and endemic species. The outcome of the project will help rural communities, researchers and policymakers to have better understanding for sustainable management and conservation of aquatic resources in the region. The fourth project is awarded for a pilot study on tree diversity mapping and landscape assessment of Jaffa Range using high-resolution satellite imagery. A research grant of Rs 5 lakhs is hereby awarded to Tsope Meadow, Principal Project Associate, Nagaland Science and Technology Council, Kohima, as the principal investigator of this project. This pilot project will provide the first high-resolution scale map of tree diversity in Nagaland and pave way for more opportunities in understanding the tree diversity, bioresources and ecosystem structure in Nagaland. The study will provide high-resolution tree diversity and species map as well as LCLU map of the Jaffa Range extending to Pulebadze Wildlife Sanctuary. The outcome of this project will provide better understanding of spatial distribution of the tree species, critical areas for tree diversity conservation in particular, and biodiversity conservation measures in general.
Assam, they have very good Manipur, they will have making lime production like cement, lime, and one of these unique is that we can use this to fertile soil. So like we have infertile soil, we can use it for fertility, cleansing it, and
when you like a bomb and it will wood, the hydrogen layer which has the medicinal compost.
Do you know what the skin?
So when it comes into the skin,
this is a pH scale here. This is a neutral point. This is acid and this is not. This is not acid.
To fight the bacteria, and they will kill the bacteria.
The pH of your skin. Can you guess whether
that's
your skin is acidic?
That's how your wounds will get healed faster.
Good to check before browsing or entering any point of the website whether it is HTTPS or not. Where it's depends on the like I said,
is shared by two eminent scientists of Nagaland, Dr. Professor Retired Sapu Chankija and Dr. Vinod Khamo. May I invite Dr. Professor Sapu Chankija to come forward and receive the award. Dr. Chankija earned his PhD in the year 1992. He has made remarkable contribution for the state in the field of ethnobotany, expanding to areas like biodiversity, plant systematics, germ cultivation, mountain farming system and slope land technology, soil conservation farming system, etc. Besides this, Dr. Chankija has specialization in remote sensing, genetics and plant breeding, electron microscopy and maintenance, land techniques in the Philippines, management of sloping lands for sustainable agriculture in Thailand, known as Dr. Tina, is widely recognized in the state for pioneering the clinical research capacity and development of medical science research facilities in Nagaland. Her key areas of focus include local diseases that are highly prevalent in the state, particularly the nasopharyngeal carcinoma, the paragoniasis, and scrub typhus, which has faced significant neglect for long. Her work is...
I'm so happy and so delighted. I really thank the director, the principal commissioner secretary, and all the head of departments here who are here, students, family members, and everybody. Thank you so much for this honor which we have got. First of all, I want to thank, I'll be very short, I want to thank our Almighty God, because He opens up all the ways, you know, there's nothing impossible with Him. So that is number one, I want to thank God. And then secondly, I want to thank my father, who was a go-getter, and he has pushed me forward to say, do what you want to do and you must achieve it. And that was his goal, and I followed that. And the third one is I thank God for giving me a wonderful husband, and he was the one who has guided me all the way through, and that is how I could accomplish many things which I thought I could not do, but I could get it done. So I thank my husband, my family members, my children, my in-laws who has been so much with me, and they push me forward. They never stopped me from anything, and that's how I could do things which I thought could never be done, and so they were my backbones. And of course, I want to thank the Department of Science and Technology, because it is science and technology. I want to tell everybody that how I came to start my first research work was from the Department of Science and Technology. I got fund from the Department of Science and Technology. I started a lab where equipment was developed by my father, and I started a diagnostic lab. And so, you know, when I was doing the diagnosis, I found there were a lot of cancer cases in our state, and that worried me, and that gave me the thing to do something. I must find out what's happened. So I wanted to know what was the trend, what was the reason, what type of cancer is dominant in our state, and why it is. So I really wanted to do. Now, to do something, you need fund. You cannot just go and do the data analysis. So then I approached my department, I approached everybody, I approached everywhere, I would knock the door everywhere, okay, but I did not know what to do. Then finally I asked the Department of Science and Technology, and they were so kind enough, they were so happy to give me fund to start this, to understand the trends, I started the data analysis, and with 2 manpower, that was one data entry operator, and I had one social worker who could go, and then with very meager pay was given to them, but they were very happy, and we could do. And during those days, we had no computers, we had nothing, so I had to buy a computer to entry all my datas, you know, and that is how my career started. Doing research was, I started collecting cancer data, male, females. Then I wanted to know what was the most common cancer in our state. You know, just having that interest to know, inquiry, trying to find out what was, that is the beginning, you know. So everybody has to do that way, and that's where I presented my data to WHO. That was when WHO came to Sikkim, I rushed with this data and I went, and that's how I got a project, you know. On my own I went, and that is how I got it, and from there, slowly I did the atlas, the mapping, and then I came to the population, and then I could even give chance to others also to start doing their work. That was just my story, and that's how I started, and my own, one of the biggest achievement is on paragonomiasis, because paragonomiasis was one disease where a small child had come to me when she was very young. The father had taken her all over the country for diagnosis, okay, and they could not diagnose. Every time, everywhere they go, they were given TB drug. It was mimicking like tuberculosis, and the child was given anti-tubercular drug unnecessarily for so long. But what happened was that when the father got so fed up, actually, you know, it was the father who also initiated me to do research. He came and he brought the child's sputum, okay, to me, and he brought and said, "Doctor, please see what is here. I'm so fed up of going all over, and it is not TB, I think. Oh, you please search in your microscope." You know, that is how it started, and I started working on paragonomiasis. And you know, really, he was the one who initiated me. There were so many eggs of this paragonomiasis egg, which was under the microscope, and the child was coughing with blood stained sputum, which was looking so much like tuberculosis. So that was the beginning of my my work, how I got interested in research. So I would like to end here. Sorry, I took too long, but I became so emotional, and I feel I also filed a patent for this kit we have developed, and Sir was also there when I first launched the ELISA test kit, but I could not patent, but because that was an old kit, we have developed it into a rapid, semi-rapid test kit now, and now it can be diagnosed easier, faster. So we have filed the patent, and we are waiting for that. And so just a message to everybody is that, see, God has given us all talent. Everybody has a talent. We have to use that talent, you know. We must make best use of the talent. That's number one. And also, another thing is that it is the duty of every citizen, okay, to have a inquiry mind and to have a scientific temper. So I just want to end with that, and thank you all for giving me this privilege. Thank you so much. Thank you.
I have lots of experience, but so many bad experience also, so many good experience also. So to share my experience, I would like to take this opportunity. I'm from Okchong. I was from the notice batch among the students. And I failed 3 times NPU. That was an advantage for me. 3 times I changed 3 colleges. That means in the three college, all the syllabus, I was learning all the syllabus, like all the disciplines, I mean. The most I had was mathematics, but I had to take mathematics in science college. I purposely failed because I don't like mathematics, and I was not given physics. So I purposely failed and I went to Shillong. And so many, as I told you, I have taken geography also, geology also, mathematics also. Top of that, in my service again, during my service, I have ventured in different fields. I started the herbarium curator. I took up interest in taxonomy. Then I switched over to the Regional Sophisticated Instrumentation Center, sponsored by Department of Science and Technology, attached with the NIHU. I was serving in instrumentation because my hobby, I was having a hobby electronics, and the instrumentation, I was having the hobby. So I joined her and I ventured there also. Then again, I went on deputation at Chibipan Institute of Himalayan Environment and Development. There I ventured in the mountain farming system and hill farming system, and throughout the mountain range of the Himalayan. I studied there for about, that was not study, sorry, that was young scientist internship. So while doing that, I experienced and I loved doing works in mountain system. Then I came back to the School of Agriculture Sciences and Technology. There again, I involved, because I belong to a botanist, but I joined agriculture. Why? Because I started loving hill farming system, and I thought that I will have a better opportunity to serve in the agriculture, where my discipline is from botany. I got in the put post. Well, I applied for the put post, put department I was selected, and I ventured in agriculture. So it was so interesting. Agriculture, I would like to share with you is that, see, farming system, we have so many highly advanced farming system we are practicing by Nagas. I've ventured so many, Southeast Asia, up to Philippines, to China, and all those things. The most elaborate farming system, especially chum cultivation, is practiced by Nagas. But it is not documented properly. Now I have documented some of this, and I'm writing a book on that now. So, as I told you, in the mountain farming system, I have been going through the literature and all those things. But chuming farming system, the most elaborate and the most perfectly, scientifically, indirectly, it is practiced in Nagaland. Example, to mountain farming system, alder-based farming system. One of the most perfected farming system we are practicing. Similarly, Zabul system also, and chum cultivation, and then terrace cultivation. And we are so innovative, Nagas are innovative. We are achieving that now. We were sleeping, it's very bad word, but we were sleeping for some time. As our secretary has said, we were rushing towards the political science and history and art subject only. So we have the potential for the science. Now I think we all are getting aware that Nagas are awakening. We are coming to venture towards science. So please, on top of that, I would like to share is that the richest biodiversity we have. I have done several work in biodiversity. As per the given unit area, Nagaland is a very small area, but the richest biodiversity we have. And so many documents has been recorded, new invention, everything is going on now. So to youngsters, I wish that you take up science and first you try to study natural resources which we have in our state. We have to try to starting documenting with that and venture for the wider perspective. Thank you so much.
Talented professionals of Indigenous Nagas of Nagaland in science and technology sector under the age of 35 who contributed or demonstrated outstanding potential in their field. The award comes with a citation and a cash rupees of 1 lakh as mentioned earlier. This year, the first ever Young Scientist Award goes to Dr. Imli Songla Iyer, daughter of Yaryongdang Iyer and Yabangla Jamir. Dr. Iyer has completed her PhD at IIT Delhi in 2024. Her research contributions includes clean energy, indoor air quality and environmental health, focusing on developing sustainable solutions to reduce household air pollution and improve public health outcomes. She has worked on the design, development and performance evaluation of improved biomass cookstoves aimed at enhancing fuel efficiency while significantly reducing emissions in rural households dependent on traditional cooking practices. She has also contributed to advancing waste-to-energy and biochar systems, exploring thermochemical conversion of agricultural
guests and dear students and friends. I am deeply humbled and grateful to the Government of Nagaland, Directorate of Science and Technology and Nagaland Science Mission for bestowing upon me the Young Scientist Award in Science and Technology. I sincerely thank the selection committee for recognizing my work and encouraging young scientists like me to continue pursuing science for societal good. I remember my fascination with science, which started the day I observed my mother boiling water in a cooking pot. The heat transfer, the phases of heating and evaporation struck the curiosity to understand every phenomenon, and I was convinced that if science could explain everything around us, it surely holds the power to change the world we live in. So my journey with science started with my discipline in agriculture engineering, which I have pursued from Nagaland University, and it has went on to my PhD degree, which I have completed from IIT Delhi previous year. So science and technology today, as I have seen that a lot of students are gathered here, I just want to share a word of motivation, which I have experienced throughout the years in my pursuit. Science and technology offers immense opportunities for regions like Nagaland with our rich natural resources, traditional knowledge and resilient communities. We have the potential to develop locally relevant innovations, whether in renewable energy, sustainable agriculture, climate solutions, healthcare, or grassroots technologies. Research has so much to offer for our community, and we definitely have the power to create the future that we want to build with science and technology in our hands. With the new era driven by AI in information systems, the youth have the power to tap in all of these resources and integrate the best practices for our brighter and future of Nagaland. And on this occasion, I would like to encourage that we continue strengthening collaborations between academia, government, and local communities, and invest in research infrastructure, scientific network building, training and capacity building. Alone we can do so little, but together we can do so much. And the essential quality that I have noticed in a lot of researchers is the power of resilience. There are many obstacles that we will face along the way. A lot of times we may not even be able to explain it to our parents, but the resilience that we hold inside will lead us to obtain results which may even transform society. And that is the best thing about pursuing science and technology. Lastly, I dedicate this honor to my mentors, collaborators, my loving family, and the community who have inspired my work. A special shout out to my mother, who has always allowed me the space to make mistakes and grow. Without her, I would not be standing here today. I remain in awe of the women who have come before me and inspired me to walk this path. We need more women in science and tech to drive meaningful research that impacts society. Thank you.
On behalf of the Government of Nagaland Department of Science and Technology, due to paucity of time, I will skip the address as well as the names of the individuals, and some parties or groups may have been skipped, but I beg your pardon for this one. So with a heartfelt gratitude and deepest appreciation, we shall place on record in our good book the following persons. Foremost, to Almighty God for making this day a grand success for this program. The two most important persons for the department and as well as for this program, our Principal Secretary, SHRI Himato Zhimomi. He is the architect, and this innovative mission, the Nagaland Science Mission itself, is the brainchild of his vision and his concern to take our state and lead in science and technology advancement. To our director, Smini Zenikono Vimero, she has been here all around, always. She is the most proactive nurturer of this mission and also the department, who has continuously been an instrument. She has been instrumental in taking this mission to this active form. So we very much owe both of them. And today, the recipient of the awards, the most important person for this program. Without you, this program would not even happen or would not be this honorable and solemn. To all the dignitaries, the administrative head of departments and the representatives, the head of departments and the representatives, special thanks to the committee members, both the technical expert committee members and the state level committee members, who have taken meticulous job evaluating all the awards. Our distinguished guests accompanying the awardees today. With you, the program has become more solemn. And also the special invitees from different institutions, agencies, for the information transmission assistance, press and media for the coverage, partakers of this program, especially PM3 Government High School Thahekhu, and others on and off this stage. And transformation. DO of the Department of School Education for mobilizing the students, participants here, and all the teachers in charge and the schools present today, and also the colleges.